Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Keith. So, the further you get down into the YouTube guitar theory rabbit hole, the more and more you're probably going to see things about triads, and a lot of people throwing that term around, and you probably know a bunch of triads yourself, but you don't know how they're made, or that concept in itself may be fuzzy. If you don't know that, and if it is fuzzy, we're going to fix that for you right here, right now. What is a triad? Let's get that out of the way. A triad is the 1, 3, and 5 out of any chord, right? So that 1, 3, and 5, what does that mean? Those are degrees on a scale. It's fundamentally important to understand what the major scale is and how to play it on guitar. If you don't know that, I have a video that I'll go ahead and link here, and I would suggest you give that a watch. I will go ahead and play through the major scale while we're learning this because it's that important. So let's hop down on the fretboard and I'll show you exactly what we're going to be working with. So on the 5th fret, we're going to be looking at an A major chord, right? That's an E shape. And if we run through the major scale here, right, that's our 1 octave. That's our 2nd octave. But instead of looking at them in letter forms, we're just going to be looking at them in number forms for the purpose of the triad, because remember what I said, that the 1, 3, and 5 is what consists of a triad. So if we count from the root being the 1, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Our root is there, and that's another 1, right? So the triads we're going to be looking at are going to be on the D, G, B, and E strings, and I'll show you 2 different versions of the triads on a set of 3 strings each. So if we start right here, and what we're going to want to do is find our 1, 3, 5 in that scale. So if we start right here with the 1 being our root A here, let's count that out. So that's a root 1, remember that, 1. Then we have a 2. 3, remember that, that's our 3, 4, 5, remember that, 6, 7, and then back to a root. So, what does that give us? That gives us a root, 5, 3. And that makes an A chord. But here's the cool thing. This is the first inversion A chord. If I take this finger here, and we know we have this root there, but we also have this root here. All I need to do is put my ring finger here and get these middle 3 strings, the D, G, and B strings, in. Instead of playing a root on the 5th fret of the E string, we play it up here on the 7th fret of the D string. That is a root triad. So what do we have? A, Alright, so now we're going to move on to a different shape here. On the 5th fret, we have a D, right? So let's count that out with our major scale. We start right here on the 5th fret of the A string, and that is a D, and that's our root, and that's our 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, that 5 is important right there. And then we have a 6, 7, and a root. So right now we have a 5 and a root. Let's keep on going. A root, 1, 2, 3. Remember that. We got a 3, we have a root, and we have a 5. That's a triad. But there's more here. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So we got our root, our 3rd, and our 5th. And we can move that 5th right back up here for a 2nd inversion. See how easy that is? So there you go. That is the concept of what a triad is and how to actually find the triad. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to know the major scale here, because if you could start counting these out, you could take, hey, I have a 3 here. If I want to turn it into a minor, I just move that back, that 3rd, 1 half step back. So 1 fret back, that 3rd on that triad, and then you have a minor chord. It's as easy as that. So just keep that in the back of your head. So if you thought that was helpful, please consider subscribing, and I will talk to you later. Bye.